In this video, we are going to cover the building area of high pressure in the central US and how this is going to bring temperatures much above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, we have sea balls throwing themselves into both sides of the United States as we have hurricanes forming in both the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. So, do you like to sit inside and do nothing all day? Well, lucky for you, we're about to have a really good reason to do so. High pressure is building around much of the central US, and this is going to cause temperatures to reach well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit for the majority of the Great Plains and North Central Plains. Dude, it's so hot in this room, you don't even understand. I'm literally melting. This is what it's going to be like outside. I don't want to go outside. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, well, Riley, 100 degrees isn't that bad. We don't need to be worried about that. That's not true. 100 degrees is hot. For context, anything above 89 degrees is considered a high risk for heat stroke. And if we come over here and take a look at the GFS, we can see we have temperatures well above 89 degrees for quite a few days around much of the central US. Now, I don't think we're going to be breaking too many temperature records in the south, but up here to the north, where we're not used to seeing these hot temperatures, there is a really good chance we're going to see some record high daily temperatures broken. Now, there's one other thing that this high pressure is going to be causing, and that's going to be a lack of severe weather. For the first time in almost 70 days, we have not seen a slight risk of severe weather for 2 days in a row. The streak actually ended 2 days ago, making it to just over 69 days, and this is actually the longest slight risk streak we have ever seen since 2014, when the SPC switched to the 5 different categorical risks that we see today. But you know what's not calming down? Sea balls. There's a lot of sea balls right now in both the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. We actually have a Category 4 hurricane right now barreling its way towards California. Hurricane Hillary, as it's been named by the National Hurricane Center, is one of the most interesting storms we have seen in a long time. This is going to be the first hurricane we see make it into mainland California since 1939, and it's also the first time we've seen a tropical storm watch issued for any part of California. If that wasn't enough, we also have the very first high risk of excessive rainfall issued for Southern California. Coming back to the GFS here, we can see a large swath of rain impacting most of the west coast, and this is all going to be attributed with that tropical moisture we're seeing from Hurricane Hillary. Now, although Hurricane Hillary is a Category 4 storm right now, by the time we see it enter California, it is not expected to be that strong. Coming over here to the National Hurricane Center's website, we can see that we're expecting Hurricane Hillary to make it into the US somewhere around midnight on Sunday. Right here, we have this area of yellow. This is where we're already seeing that tropical storm watch. Now, this is not going to be what it is right now. It's probably going to make landfall in the US as maybe a Category 1 or even just a tropical storm. But we still need to be on the lookout for the excessive winds that this might bring, because this area is not really used to these excessive winds. Now, coming over here, I have a battery in my hand. Whoops. What ocean is this? Let's get it right. Now, coming over here to the Atlantic Ocean, we actually have four areas of interest in the next coming days. Right here in the yellow, we have 2 separate disturbances that are given a 40% chance or less of developing into a tropical system. Here in the orange, we have another area which is between a 40 and 60% chance of developing into something interesting. And all the way to the east over here, we have an area that's been given a 70% chance of developing into something interesting. Now, although we have these 4 areas of interest, at this point in time, only one of them poses a threat to the US, and that's the one out in the Gulf. And it's not going to pose that much of a significant threat, it's more of just going to be a rainmaker. At this time, the other 3 are being shown on models drifting into the ocean and becoming major fish storms, and they're not going to impact any of us in the mainland US. Either way, this is something we need to keep an eye on, because with the record high sea surface temperatures we're seeing, where these storms track will impact future storms and how strong those storms are going to be. Whoops. Oh my god, ChatGPT wrote me an outro. And there you have it, folks. From scorching heat to unusual hurricane tracks, the weather is throwing us some interesting curveballs. Ooh, curveballs. That a boy, ChatGPT. Whether you're seeking refuge from heat or curious about future endeavors in meteorology, it's clear that this channel is full of surprises and will always have something new to offer, so you should probably like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. There's carpet in here. I can't move it quick.